Let's just have a look at where this Amazon Prime story is coming from. When I say Amazon Prime, it's probably the same thing, isn't it, really? So, and get your questions in tonight. I really want to get what you're thinking about. But this morning, this came from The Athletic, and they provided an update on the scenario where it is claimed that Amazon has been mooted as a possibility by some people close to the talks to buy Manchester United. The company, Amazon themselves, have declined to comment as per their report. But this is the report from Athletic. Amazon has been mooted as a possibility by some people close to the talks to buy Manchester United. The company has a sleeve sponsorship with Napoli, current leaders of Italy's Serie A, and also holds broadcast rights to the Premier League, as we know. A spokesperson said Amazon declined to comment on rumour and speculation, but The Athletic also states that the Glazers are hoping to conclude a sale in the first quarter of next year, meaning the potential new owners could be in place before the start of next season. Their asking price is between 6 and 7 billion pounds, which is absolutely crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Let's just digest that for a moment then. So Amazon Prime, Amazon, is it Jeff Bezos? I mean, they're absolutely minted. We had this chat about Apple not 2 weeks ago, and Apple wealth is ridiculous. Same as Amazon. Well, I guess Ramos thing is dead, says Daniel Kirk. I don't know whether it is. I don't know. But how would you feel about Amazon Prime? Oh, I keep calling them Amazon Prime. How would you feel about Amazon Manchester? Because you know why? It's because when I'm playing Twitch, you can subscribe free with Amazon Prime. Next day delivery for players, says Dissant. That would be very, very good. There's lots of little jokes we could do, none which spring to mind, to be honest. But it's been a busy day. But I mean, the wealth that Amazon would bring would be scary for everybody else. And I think, first of all, what I would say about this is that many other clubs would try and stop this from happening. It wouldn't be easy for Manchester United to do a deal like that, because I think the Premier League and every other club in the Premier League would go mad about it. Conflict of interest. Amazon are already paying for Premier League rights. It's not dissimilar to what was meant to happen before the Glazers. It was in the early noughties. Murdoch and Sky wanted to buy Man United, and basically the Premier League said no, it would be a monopoly. So, there's always been this myth around the Premier League that they just let anybody buy anybody. And that, the Glazers is the worst bloody... on one hand, they're saying, no, you're not going to be bought by Sky because it would be a monopoly. And on the other hand, they're going, yeah, you can be bought on debt by somebody who can't afford you and who's going to bleed you dry for the next 17 years. I mean, it's the bloody Premier League for you, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's Alexa by Manchester United says Blazing Aces. And Amazon's wealth is £182 billion, says IQ Insane. That I think if Amazon were to... I mean, where I would stand on this is that, I don't really agree with the whole monopoly argument. And the reason I don't agree with it is because, is that not the same as what Newcastle have done? Newcastle's wealth is ridiculous, and Newcastle's wealth fund has probably got its fingers in many pies that would be deemed as a monopoly as well. So I don't disagree. I disagree. Devin says you're looking sharp in that jumper and pendant. Thanks. I'm glad someone noticed. I disagree that if a company like Amazon wants to buy Manchester United or Liverpool, that they should be stopped out of unfairness. Ultimately, people are saying they want to be oiled up in the chat. I presume that means they want oil money and not, some fetish about oil. But I think that if Amazon want to buy Manchester United, they should be able to buy Manchester United. I said this a few weeks ago. I think we're heading towards this world where football clubs will be bought by corporations and businesses. Red Bull already do it. They do it in F1, they do it in football to a certain extent. So I think it can be done. Is this like Red Bull buying a club? Exactly, Michael Petty, it is. So I think that Manchester United being bought by Amazon doesn't bother me much at all. I think it would make us extremely wealthy. We've got every right to be. And I think in this current state of football, you've got to be ridiculously wealthy as well. My Alexa turned on and said, are you trying to buy Man United, says Adam. It is better than hedge funds owning United, says Bezad. Yeah, and I think that, look, we're all going to have ideas about who we want to buy Manchester United, and maybe Amazon wouldn't be that bad. And I would repeat what I said about Apple. How does Apple run Manchester United when they're in, their business is phones? How do Amazon run a football club when their business is, Premier League rights at best? Well, what those companies would do is they create a strategic arm that dealt with Manchester United. They'd employ people within the business to, the best in the business to run Manchester United. That's what they would do. Sensitive Ramos video was leaked, so United won't go near, says Daniel Kirk. I've got no idea what this is all about, so if someone can update me in a minute, we'll talk about that for sure. But what I will say, and I'm just going to give you my theory here, I think that the Rain Group, who are trying to sell Manchester United, are doing exactly what an estate agent does when they're trying to sell a house. They email shot everybody and say, what an amazing house we've got coming on the market. Get in there quick, because if you don't, you won't get it. It's a beautiful house. And then you reply to them and said, but wasn't there a house next door that you sold 6 months ago that you said it was a once in a lifetime offer as well? I mean, the Rain Group are just trying to sell Manchester United. That's all they're trying to do. And I also think that I think that the Apple story, welcome to Members Club Styles Gaming, by the way. I think the Apple story was very much drumming up interest to generate interest. And did it do Apple any harm to be linked to Manchester United? No. Did it do the Glazers any harm that Apple might want to buy Manchester United? No, because it pricks the ears up of everybody. So my suspicion is, again, that this Amazon story will run for 24 hours or so, and then Amazon won't decline to comment like they have done today. Maybe they'll comment tomorrow and say they're not looking to buy Manchester United. I don't think they're looking to buy Manchester United. I really don't. I think it's just a story that helps, those people that are wanting to buy Manchester United, gives them a bit of a kick up the backside. But, I mean...